Sigmund Freud Quotes: "A man should not strive to eliminate his complexes, but to get into accord with them. They are legitimately what directs his conduct in the world." The primitive stages can always be re-established. The primitive mind is, in the fullest meaning of the word, imperishable. Maturity is the ability to postpone gratification. Children are completely egoistic. They feel their needs intensely and strive ruthlessly to satisfy them. How bold one gets when one is sure of being loved. The dream is the liberation of the spirit from the pressure of external nature, a detachment of the soul from the fetters of matter. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. No one who shares a delusion ever recognizes it as such. When I am criticized, I can defend myself, but I'm powerless against the praise. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. The psychical, whatever its nature may be, is itself unconscious. Sadism is all right in its place, but it should be directed to proper ends. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine. The ego is not master in its own house. Dogs love their friends and bite their enemies, quite unlike people who are incapable of pure love and always have to mix love and hate. Great decisions in the realm of thought and momentous discoveries and solutions of problems are only possible to an individual working in solitude. The more the fruits of knowledge become accessible to men, the more widespread is the decline of religious belief. Loneliness and darkness have just robbed me of my valuables. The weakness of my position does not imply a strengthening of yours. Trying to be completely sincere with yourself is a good exercise. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. We are so made that we can derive intense enjoyment only from a contrast and very little from a state of things. The dream is a sort of substitution for those emotional and intellectual trains of thought. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. Out of your vulnerabilities will come your strength. Analogies, it is true, decide nothing, but they can make one feel more at home. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. The only person with whom you have to compare yourself is you in the past. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. When making a decision of minor importance, I have always found it advantageous to consider all the pros and cons. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Most people do not really want freedom because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. I suppose that romantic love was invented as a brilliant means of seduction. If you don't like a person, it's because they remind you of something you don't like about yourself. Friends, now in front of you another interesting video. Be sure to watch it. And also, please, if you like this video, give me a like. If you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I'll also be glad to get your comments. Goodbye.